It's the worst.
It is the worst.
We're
recording this after the recording.
And so guys, if you notice a natural loss of flow, a natural lack of chemistry, a natural just general whatever the anti of je ne sais quoi is, that's what we're going to experience here today. And I'm not trying to set expectations low. I'm trying to set them lower than that. Hey guys, welcome to Cold Hands, Warm Hearts. Hopefully we can, I don't know, fix whatever we've made of ourselves. Can't. Spoiler alert, can't.
Hey guys, I'll open it up today.
Yeah, do that.
Brandon's pushing buttons.
There it is. No, but listen, I fixed it. I fixed it. I don't want to brag.
You just did.
But I fixed it. Hey guys, welcome to Cold Hands, Warm Hearts. I'm Brandon Burrell. I'm one has the cold
and
hands.
I'm Ashley Engle. I'm the other half.
There it is, tagging it in. I needed it, and I still need it, and I continue to need it.
Tag. I'm Ashley Engle. I'm the other half. Hi guys, welcome to episode 41 of the show.
41. 40. Guys, 40 is charming. It's like, ooh, we're turning 40.
It's exciting. It's like the last bit of excitement.
41
over the hill
is when you were quite literally. We were at the peak. We had precipice. We had reached the pinnacle of our podcasting journey at 40, and now suddenly we are discovering that our bodies have made our hamburger meat. We're falling apart. We're just festering, one day at a time.
So we're still on spring break technically over here. The kids had one additional day of school.
Just the one.
And so we're back to the grind tomorrow. How do you feel about it?
About being back to the grind?
Mm-hmm.
Well, funny you should ask, because I spent all of last week in bed with the Corbin. And it got me.
Got you good. Which is crazy because you've had it multiple times.
Just once.
No.
Yeah, just the once. Once confirmed.
Once confirmed at the beginning of it all.
Fairly early on.
Yeah, you did.
It was, I had it the once,
okay.
and it was not bad. Mm-mm. It didn't get me. I had maybe like a couple hour period. It was the weirdest. I miraculously healed myself because I'm a superior physical specimen. And guys,
yeah.
I am medicine. I am become medicine.
I am a superior medicine.
I am a superior medicine. You open up the chest and you start going through all the different medications, and what do you find? You find this guy, superior medicine. And the first time was fine.
Yeah.
Shook it right off.
You did. You said, "Be gone."
Be gone, Corbin. Mm-hmm. And the two times
and he
that
said, "Okay,
bye,"
because that's how Corbin talks.
And then he
squished on out
the door into somebody else. Okay, I guess somebody else who's not superior medicine's ready for me. And it feels good to laugh. But anyways, but then I got both vaccines. Mm-hmm. Those kind of took me out.
Took you downtown.
Took me downtown, right downtown. But never did the Corbin get me like the Corbin got me this time. Yeah. I was laid up.
So what were your symptoms? Medicine?
My symptoms.
Guy.
Medicine guy. Guy, comma, medicine, present. No, they, first and foremost.
Yeah, how'd you know?
Achy.
Oh.
Big achy.
Like full body or head or all?
Just all.
Okay.
Todos. And I just started getting a little achy, mm-hmm. and I was like, maybe I'm just feeling like, maybe just like rundown allergies, whatever. I thought it was, whatever it was. Went to sleep that night, woke up the next morning, and a test was 100% in order. Oof. Took it, passed it, failed it. Just depends on what you're going for. I got straight COVIDs, and then from there it was just aches, hot, cold, chills, fever.
Oh. Did you have the worst headache ever?
It was pretty bad.
That's what it did to me.
It wasn't great.
Horrible headache.
It wasn't great. I will tell you this though. I have a tremendous list of what you've been watching.
That's what I was going to say. Let's allow extra time for that
Let's just start now, because
just 4 minutes in. What you been watching, reading, or listening to?
all three Expendables movies. That Sylvester Stallone, it does not take it easy on a bad guy.
No.
He'll blow him right up.
Yeah.
Blow him right up. And as a movie, the title is apt because Expendable.
We don't need these people.
I could do without those films entirely. But I watched all three of them.
Sure, because what else were you going to do?
Oh, gosh, I watched so much.
With your bedfellow, Corbin.
Come down. I'm going to sing you down.
Well, I'm really sorry that happened to you.
It was okay. You
got that natural booster.
I do.
Immunities.
I have licked so many handrails today. You have no idea. Just I walk up and at the Sprouts, and I looked around at all the health nuts in there buying their granola and
their
supplements and their suppies, and I go, "Hey, you nerd! Hey, you! Hey, Subaru!" And then they looked at me, and then I bent down and I just licked all around the trash can, and I said, "Can you do that? Can you do that? You little milquetoast backwoods mason jar pickling." Crunchy butt.
I am medicine.
I'm superior medicine. What, you don't believe in taking medicine? Then you don't believe in me. And then I
licked all the supplement bottles.
I licked all the supplement bottles and said, "Good luck getting your zinc now." And then I went and keyed their Subaru and ran off.
This did not happen. In case there was a rash of keyings at the Sprouts. It wasn't Brandon. It was Corbin.
Yes. That's the COVID talking.
Anyway, I'm really sorry about that.
It's okay. You
did it.
It was gonna be a slow week anyways.
Yeah.
Just given the fact that it was spring break. So at the very least,
you guys were looking forward to like a low key kind of a lot of time at home, hanging together as a fam.
It came at a decent enough time. It's not like we had a bunch of stuff planned or anything.
Okay.
I had set aside some time to watch all three Expendables movies, so I'm glad. So it worked out. I was like, you know what? I know that we've got spring breaks coming up, but can I just set aside?
Yeah, this is important.
Can I set aside 9 hours? To watch Sly and all these aged action stars? There's a part in that movie where they do like they're doing like they love recalling catchphrases from the past. Like, all of them have their catchphrases. Arnold has his catchphrases. Sly has his catchphrases. I've never seen any of these movies. Well, you don't need to.
I'm not gonna.
You've seen the Expendables.
Okay.
If you've seen the collected works of the individuals in the Expendables, you've seen the Expendables. Because at one point, Arnold is gonna go do something. He's gonna leave and then return.
Yeah.
So he says,
"Hasta la vista."
Nope.
Oh.
Dummy. He says, "I'll be back."
Oh.
Yup. And he says it multiple times.
But he also says that.
And he says it multiple times. And then, he does. But I am talking
Either one could apply.
I am talking to the wrong person about the Expendables.
Either phrase could apply.
Hasta la vista and "I'll be back" in reference to leaving and returning.
Well, maybe.
I guess I'll see you later. I guess we can see you when I see you.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, regardless.
I thought you spoke.
This conversation is expendable. Listen, he says it multiple times. Yeah. And then at one point he goes to say, "I'll be back" to Bruce Willis. And Bruce Willis goes, "You've been back enough. I'll be back." And then he leaves.
Yeah.
And as if that wasn't corny enough as it was, Arnold under his breath goes, "Yippee-ki-yay," which is his catchphrase from Die Hard.
Yes.
But it doesn't make sense there. Okay, well, suddenly you're an Expendables sympathizer. You have Stockholm Syndrome as it pertains to the Expendables.
I really have no feelings about the Expendables.
I really have no feelings, period. That's
the Ashley Engle story.
That's it. Well, no, I really have all the feelings, the Ashley Engle story.
True.
And then Forward by Brandon Birdwell ends with, "I have no feelings."
The forward.
I have no feelings about this book or anything else. Enjoy your life.
Bye.
Because I don't care one way or the other.
The Brandon Birdwell story.
Nihilistic musings with Brandon Birdwell.
So we took a road trip last week.
Yeah, you did.
Our travel plans changed to some cartel activity.
Sure.
We'll say. And so we had to do some last minute adjustments.
And please just leave it at that. Okay. The listener is thinking,
they can Google it up.
Hey, what?
Due to some travel warnings,
Ashley Engle,
due to some cartel activity,
was heavily embroiled in some cartel activity.
Okay, stop it. But anyway, we had to, at the last minute, make some travel adjustments. And actually, it turned out to be the most wonderful few days. We rented a house on Beaver Lake, which is outside of Eureka Springs, which we've talked about the springs on this podcast before.
We have. Those of you who are still around
will remember.
Those of you who haven't fallen off.
That episode was called Meghan Markle's Royal Chortle, I believe. So if you want to go back and hear about that first trip.
It's amazing that you recall that.
I mean, I'm pretty good. Recollection. And so we took this road trip with the kids. We rented this house on the lake, which was still available. It was a lovely house.
Lovely.
It was.
Yeah. Well, you said that like I was arguing.
And I felt like you were being facetious. But anyway, this house was right on the water. And if you know anything about me, you know that I love some water.
You're dirty water trash. You're a dirty water trash person.
I don't even care what kind of water it is. It can be dirty water. It can be a river. It can be a Mississippi mud river. It can be...
I'm sorry.
A pond.
What?
It can be...
A Mississippi mud river?
Yes.
Is that a thing?
I don't know.
Do people... man, I'll tell you what, this is running like a Mississippi mud river.
I don't know.
I woke up this morning and my head was hotter than a Mississippi mud river. I go down some Noodlin for some catfish. I come back, fry them up. Ooh-wee. I tell you what, when the supper bell ring and I come faster than the Mississippi mud river.
This sounds like every contestant on Okie Noodlin.
Yeah, I just
love the documentary.
Listen, I love that as a phrase. Like that's a phrase from now on.
I remember back when I was knee high to a pig's eyes and no taller than a grasshopper. Mama called me and rang the dinner bell. I come in so fast, the Mississippi mud river.
Listen, I'm not trying to get in the Mississippi mud river. I'm not trying to. Have you ever been noodling?
Have you ever been to a Mississippi mud river? No, I don't go noodling because
you'll die.
Who wants to stick their whole arm inside of a catfish mouth?
I don't want that.
I didn't think you did. I love that there's one guy in the original Okie Noodlin documentary. Those of you who had not watched Okie Noodlin, it is...
Don't walk, run.
Don't run faster than a Mississippi mud river to see Okie Noodlin. Listen, it is a dynamite representation of our state.
Oh, I'm so proud.
There's one guy who's like the rogue noodler that they all hate because he goes in the areas where you're not supposed to go. And they're like, you don't stick your hand in places like that. That's how you lose a hand to a beaver. It's like, they're like those kind of guys. They're like, that's just reckless noodling. I do it the way my daddy did it and the way my daddy's daddy did it. Daddy said you go to the beaver dam, you lose a digit. Faster than a Mississippi mud river runs up a noodle bug.
Producer just sent me over this. Producer's been noodling. Sometime we'll have to, he prefers to remain a man of mystery, but one of these years we'll have him, we'll get him a mic and he'll talk about his noodling exploits.
But we'll put that little monster voice thing they put on people whenever they're getting interviewed and like, they're like due to identity concealing. It's like a person talking about like their time in the mob, but it's just him.
It's just my time at the CHWH. Anyway, he just sent me his search for Mississippi Mud River. There's really nothing out there, so apologies if it is some sort of offensive statement, because we don't know.
Yes.
And our on-site researcher has not been able to uncover. So it's safe to put
Urban
out.
Dictionary says,
Don't look on that.
The example says, luckily I was right by a Kohl's because the fajitas gave me the Mississippi Mud River and I needed some new chinos.
Chinos.
Stanos.
Listen, chinos are back.
Are they? Did they ever go anywhere?
No.
I'm not cut out for a chino.
I don't feel great in a chino either.
I'm too thick.
I've never been able to find a chino that I felt great about myself in.
Well, you know.
Anyway, we had this...
Go ahead.
We had this house on the lake, and it was absolutely a beautiful setting. So we did stuff in the woods. We took a lot of hikes. We hung out down by the water, and then we went into Eureka Springs, and we did all the things that our dear friends Levi and Jess, who are, experts on Eureka Springs, as you remember from Meghan Markle's road tour.
It's something to behold. Their expertise.
It's amazing,
Yeah.
as is the town. If you haven't been to Eureka Springs, Arkansas,
This episode of Cold
Don't
Hands Warm Hearts
run.
brought to you by
don't walk, run.
the Tourism Bureau of Eureka Springs, Arkansas.
Sponsor us, Tourism Bureau of
They've
Eureka
paid
Springs.
us $0.
But it was great. We went to the Haunted Crescent Hotel.
Uh-huh.
The kids really thought it was wacky.
Dude, just listen, I'll tell you one thing about my time in the Crescent Hotel. Mississippi Mud River. You know?
So there's that cat. Okay, in the lobby of the Crescent Hotel, guys.
That
and again,
cat.
There's a cat,
Yes.
a portrait of a cat named Morris, who was the lobby
This is
cat.
kind of an amazing name for a cat.
Morris.
Morris.
Great name. Was the lobby cat at the Crescent for years. He has passed away.
Since we were there last? Was he alive when we were there last?
No.
Oh, he's the cat that they say is a ghost cat.
Yeah, and people will capture images of like a blaze of light going around people's legs,
Like a cat would.
like a cat would.
Like if a cat were alive, what it would do.
Exactly.
But it's a dead cat.
But they have a new cat
That's
in the
alive.
lobby. Well, I don't know if it is. We pet it.
Well, I mean, there's
It
your...
was breathing very shallowly. I don't know, guys. Is the cat alive? Is the cat dead? I don't know. But the kids thought that was super weird. We went downtown to all the fun shops,
I like the shops.
and then we went to Ermelio's.
Delicious.
And you know what they served me up? A big old bowl of roasted garlic cloves that I
Delicious.
smashed onto my French bread.
When we were there,
And I'm still happy
was
about
it you that left with a coffee cup full of the garlic?
I did.
You left with a coffee cup full of garlic.
I did. I didn't ask for it, but the waitress gave it to me.
She
And I
just-
wasn't mad about
It
it.
was written all over your face. This broad wants a coffee cup full of garlic.
The garlic gal.
This garlic gal, when you came back, you showed up and then you said, party of whatever. Party of what? Party you guys, a party of 5?
5.
Like the show. And they said,
That's right.
Garlic Girl's back. They were all excited because the Garlic Girl's back, and they just had cups on cups on cups of garlic.
I did think it was odd that it was waiting for me at the table.
Yeah.
Anyway, but it got me thinking about
Smelled you coming, Garlic Girl. There's your title.
and I just wafted in.
Hi.
I'm back. Hasta la vista.
Hasta la vista, Hermelia. They still haven't recovered.
They still haven't recovered.
Half the staff are ghosts now.
From-
Half the staff checked into the Crescent Hotel, haunting people. And they say that when the cold wind blows, you can practically smell the garlic drifting down the hallway.
Listen, that one ghost is cherry pipe tobacco. That precedes him. I'm just a garlic, just a green cloud.
Yeah, and can I tell you something? There's a sense of whimsy when a ghost smells of cherry tobacco. When a ghost comes through smelling like straight coffee cups full of garlic breath.
It's like
That's like Stinky from Casper.
It
It's like
is.
when he blows the wee oh in your face. You know, nobody is telling like whimsical tales about Stinky from Casper. And then it smelled of Mississippi Mud River and garlic breath.
the worst ghostly calling card.
Seriously, just the stinky kid in the afterlife. The guy who gets called to the counselor's office because he's not bathing regularly enough.
They give him a stick of
That
Mitchum.
That always, gosh, Mitchum. When you pull out the Mitchum, you're saying a kid really stank and sweat. Listen, that was always to me.
good stuff.
I never had grand aspirations of being a school counselor, but if ever I did, the one deterrent would be having to have the stinky kid
The hygiene
conversation.
talk.
Hey, Miss Birdwell, you got a kid coming down to your office today. Now we the teachers have zero interest in telling him he smells like an absolute poopy. But have you not seen the new episode of Ted Lasso?
Not yet. I haven't had a chance to watch it yet.
This is not a spoiler, but Jamie Tart has the best response to a question ever. He says, "What are we surrounded by?" And they're like in a sewer. And Jamie goes, "Poopy." And it is my favorite response.
I will be responding with that all week to every question.
Poopy. Yeah. How you doing? Poopy. It's poopy.
That sounds just like him.
It's poopy.
Jamie Tart.
Jamie Tart.
Okay.
Jamie Tart. Hey, I can't do, oh gosh, I came unplugged. Can you hear me?
Well, I can hear you extra loud now because you're yelling.
This is a first. I just came unplugged. Listen, I can
in 41 episodes.
I was just saying I can't do a Roy Kent impression on this podcast because you can't do it without dropping a
F-bomb.
Fart bomb.
You can't do it.
The fart word.
Mississippi mud bomb.
Mississippi mud fart.
Anyway, man, that was an aside. So this road trip got me thinking about my favorite road trip snacks. Do you have a favorite road trip snack? And if so, what is it?
I mean, that A, the way you said it. B, the look on your face. All of it combined felt like it needed theme music. It doesn't have it, but it needed it.
Well, we can edit it in later.
Anyways,
me and producer over here.
So this is the real tag team of producer and
the
me.
real tag of all the technical work.
Gosh. Anyways, favorite road trip snack. For me personally, a sunflower seed while I'm driving.
Shell on.
Yes, because the sunflower seed is an ideal road trip snack for me because it's an activity as well as a snack, and it fills up time. I quite like it.
Salty,
delicious. You get to gross everyone in the car out by filling up a clear water bottle with your spitty shrapnel.
I really hate that.
Well, I don't care what you like. You asked me about my road trip snacks.
Okay.
I don't sit here and tell you that circus peanuts are stupid or
Boston baked beans.
Such stupid candies. I love that. I love a beef jerky.
Oh yes. That's a delightful road trip snack. That's a delightful snack at any time.
A corn nut.
Yes.
Is a great road trip snack. Lindsay loves a
of
corn
that,
nut for a road trip snack.
Okay, when we go back to Eureka Springs someday, there is there's a shop in downtown Eureka Springs, and the name eludes me. It's something about nuts, like gone nuts or something.
Sure.
Something about nuts.
Mississippi mud nuts.
Mississippi mud nuts. But they have their proprietary corn nuggets, which are basically like a corn nut, but they're different.
It's like the Hydrox is to the Oreo.
No.
Although Hydrox came first. Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense. I don't know why.
Hydrox came first, but Oreo was better.
Yeah.
It's like the Backstreet Boys and NSYNC.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
One came first, but one was better.
Of cookies.
Of cookies.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, didn't mean to interrupt. So, corn nut.
No, I was done.
Original flavor or like a ranch or a
original. Same on a sunflower seed. Okay. Don't tart it up. Don't Jamie tart it up.
Don't poopy.
Don't make it poopy.
So you are our straight savory salty.
Oh, I mean, was there ever any doubt? I'm the most savory, salty human around.
You're pretty salty.
I'm a salty fella.
Well, I ask that because I'm typically savory, salty all the way. I will choose savory over sweet most of the time, except
in
the car.
Okay.
And I don't know why, but I'll tell you my top two road trip snacks.
Okay.
Hot tamales.
No. Already. No. No. Stupid. No.
Just shut me down.
Yeah.
Well, I shut down your sunflower seed bottle, so
You did.
that's on me. And
God, that and breathe through the nose was post-COVID.
Corbin. So, and then a chewy sweet tart.
Hate
Whoa.
I hate both of those.
Did you just leave your body for a minute?
Yes.
His eyes rolled back in his head. At the mere mention of a Chewy sweet tart.
Did you smell garlic? Because my spirit has left my body. No, those are stupid snacks.
I can't explain it, okay?
I don't need you to.
I don't know what it is about a road trip. I'm not going to eat these things in my car when I'm going from point A to point B in town. But if my time in the car stretches beyond 2 hours, I'm going to need hot tamales and I'm going to need a Chewy sweet tart. I might even need a gummy bear.
These are I disagree.
I fundamentally disagree.
I fundamentally, we could not be more diametrically opposed on this snack issue. I don't need that validation because I know that you do, because they're great. A road trip is for salt. A road trip is for salt, not for sweet. The only place that a hot tamale is justifiable is in the 25-cent dispenser at a Mexican restaurant on your way out.
True.
And you know where it should stay? In there. You don't even get it. You don't use your quarter. It's there. It's merely set dressing. It's decoration. It's part of the experience. You walk past and you go, hey, hot tamales. And then you
haven't seen those for a good while.
And then you walk past them. You don't get them.
I wonder how often they change those out.
Never, because no one ever gets them.
You know what they're in there with? Runts.
Poupée. Oh. Runts. God. Ew. All of these.
You'll break a tooth on a runt.
You will break a tooth on a runt. You'll break a tooth on any of these sugary sweet candies. All of these.
A Mike and Ike.
Gross. Blech. See, all of these.
That's bad.
Little balls of sweet gross.
So some funny things popped out at me on this road trip. A couple of signs made me laugh, and I jotted them down because I thought you would find these funny.
I like signs.
The first one is for a restaurant near Beaver Lake, which is where we stayed. And it was a restaurant called Engler's. Uh-huh. And it said, Engler's Restaurant, fine food. And it made me think about how often you see the phrase, fine food.
Yeah.
It's just fine.
Yeah, no, listen, here's the thing. They're not trying to make any sort of grandiose claims. They're not trying to say.
But are they? Because back in the day, I think fine. Like
fine.
Yeah.
Like, ooh, she fine.
Okay, well that, but even pre that.
No, I get it. I know what you're saying, like fine dining.
Like fine dining. No. But see, in this day and age, it's like, it's just fine.
I don't see anglers as being fine dining. I see anglers as being just this side of a Mississippi mud river.
I don't know. No shade to anglers. I didn't go in.
No, no shade to anglers. They seem fine. It's not, there's nothing, I have nothing negative to say about anglers. As a matter of fact, they're right down the middle.
Maybe, and maybe it's delicious. Has anyone ever eaten at Engler's? I don't know. All I'm commenting on is this phrase.
Fine.
Fine.
It's fine.
Fine food.
That's the response of every father to every question ever. It's like, how was it? It's fine. Everything is fine. Nothing is great. Nothing is terrible. Mm-hmm. It's fine. Yeah.
You know what I could really go for? Some fine food.
Not some fine food. I just want some food that's fine. I guess it's where you put it in the sentence. If it leads off food, if it's fine food, it's fine food.
Yeah.
But if Angler's got food that's fine, then that's different.
It might be.
Also, the face you make when you do it. You guys can't see it.
You can't see it because we haven't taken this to the tube.
Gross. What was that?
To the YouTube.
I got it. What was that?
We keep talking about staying in our sweaty sweatpants and taking it to the tube. We haven't done that yet.
No, we haven't. But we've come up with a really edgy catchphrase, and that's taking it to the tube. What's up? Taking it to the tube.
That would be our catchphrase on the Expendables.
Cold hands, warm hearts. Boom, boom, boom. Take it to the tube.
What's he saying?
I said, take it to the tube. It just slowly becomes more and more vowels. It's not any consonants. I'm going to take it to the tube. Yeah, but how do we find that? Your tube! You search on Google, you got your tube! Anyways, guys.
Okay, here's the next funny sign that I saw.
We get more eloquent by the episode.
We really do. This is the Corbin brain.
Oh my God. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like that's not fairly accurate. I haven't spoken to humans in a week's
You've been
time.
watching The Expendables.
I'm watching YouTube on this
So another funny sign that I saw. Also, this is free advertising. If only anglers in this next place knew about our broad audience,
They do.
they would be paying us.
Our
right now.
audience is mostly broads. That's actually true based on our analytics. So good on you for knowing the numbers.
Okay, there's supposedly a dispensary in Tulsa, Oklahoma called Kush with a K.
Yeah.
And there was a huge billboard, and it said, Kush, probably Tulsa's
Sure.
best dispensary.
Again, I feel like they hired the same advertising firm that declared Angler's Food fine.
Fine.
It's like everything is like, probably, maybe.
Probably Tulsa's best dispensary.
They hired meh advertising to come in and, hey, do you guys want to drive some business but not too much business? Are you interested in being perceived as, okay, come on down to meh advertising. I'll tell you who didn't write ads for me, or who they didn't write the ads for, is YouTube. Because YouTube is a big in your face. That right there, that's big advertising, not meh advertising.
That's that's reggae horn advertising. Isn't that what it's
Reggae
called?
horn advertising?
Isn't that what it's called?
Let's file reggae horn right there with Mississippi Mud River.
That's called.
No, those are like vuvuzelas from the World Cup. It's more reggaeton than reggae. Producer, look up.
This is a reggae horn.
That's an air horn. Producer, thank you for sending that. A reggae horn? If that's a reggae horn, then everybody's mother, aunt, and grandmother had one at graduation.
A reggae.
The best sound in the world is when
It's
an air
a
horn.
reggae air horn, right?
The best sound in the world is when an air horn runs out of air mid-blow. Giving up the ghost, garlicking out. It's the air horn that smells of garlic on its way to air horn heaven.
It's like at your high school graduation, Brandon Glenn Birdwell.
And then when it gives up that death rattle, its last gasp, and you're like, who else's graduation have you been at? You showed up at my graduation with a 90% used air horn? What, you been just hanging out at other people's graduations, or were you just you wasted all of your toots on the A's? By the time we made it to the B's, you got one last death rattle of a.
I'm the person you came for.
I earned a diploma. 4 years I spent on this. You couldn't hang around and keep your finger off the trigger through the A's? I'm a B. I'm the front end of the graduating class.
Just got too excited.
If I've got an air horn in my hand, I'm tooting for every kid. Like, what I do is I sit there and I just see the kid who has nobody there. So there's just no applause. So it's just, they're like, Aaron Aronson, and nobody says anything. It's just quiet. So then I just very casually go, just so he knows someone out there wants to give him some air. You worked hard, kid. You worked hard, kiddo. I don't care if I've got any pressure left for my kid while he walks across the stage.
Oh, man.
My air's your air, Aaron. Is that garlic?
Oh my gosh. It's hurting so bad. Okay. Then there was one other sign that made me laugh. It was in the lake area, and it said Hidden Valley Ranch Trail Rides.
I saw that on the agenda just now, and I demand an explanation.
Yeah,
Is that it?
that's it. Whoa. That could mean so many things.
It means all the things. Well, I guess you need a guide, because how do you find it? It's hidden.
It's hidden.
And Have you had Hidden Valley Ranch lately?
It's not good.
It sucks.
Sponsor us, Hidden Valley Ranch.
You know what? Don't. I don't need it.
Not in the bottle. Now, if you
I would
use
rather
their seasonings and make your own,
I would rather dip
delightful.
I would rather dip my crudité in a Mississippi mud river than Hidden Valley Ranch. Get out of here.
wow.
Get out of here with your poupée. Get out of here with your poupée dressing. I don't
It's
need it.
very preservative-y.
I think that
IMO.
sure. I think it's less about the preservativeness of it and more about the fact that it sucks. It's a sucky. No, hold on. Let me finish. No. Let me finish.
Okay.
It sucks.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Okay.
Finished.
But how disappointing is
Keep it hidden. You know, I don't even want to know. Just don't even make a map. I started watching National Treasure yesterday.
Oh my gosh, we watched it the other night.
Well, it's a national treasure.
It's so good.
Yeah, it is so good.
It's so disappointing though when you're at like let's say a pizza place. We Okies here, for all of you who don't live in Oklahoma, we love ranch with our pizza.
We love ranch with our pizza.
We love it. And it's so disappointing when you go to a restaurant,
Don't
pizza,
Don't do it.
and you order some ranch and then they bring you a cup of Hidden Valley.
Yeah.
I don't even want it.
Because the minute I see it come out in the little
know.
circular thing, I can clock a Hidden Valley from a mile away.
Totally.
With these people, I do an ocular pat down on it. I can
very
tell what it
smooth.
is. Yeah, well, it's got a sheen.
Sheen.
It's got a sheen about it. And all I can hear with every step they take closer and closer to me with that stupid little black portion cup of it is them in the back going,
Yes.
just farting Hidden Valley into a portion-sized cup. And the whole time they're doing it, they're filling up like 6, 7 of them because it's always the joke. You're like, could I get some ranch? And then as they go to walk away, you're like, a lot of ranch.
I'm going to need a lot.
And they're like, okay, gross human. And then they walk off and then slowly under their breath mutter profanities while they Mississippi mud river my Hidden Valley into the portion cups.
It's so disappointing. But I'm like,
I'm disappointed.
I mean, obviously the ranch is called Hidden Valley Ranch and then they're doing trailer rides with horses. But like for me, it conjured images of like, you know, where you go to a wedding and there's like some ranch in a clear, like appetizer, like a short cup. And there's like crudité, carrot sticks. And are people just eating that on a horse? Are they feeding it to horses?
No, they have.
Are they riding through fields of lettuce?
No, they have in a commercial, yes, but in real life, they have beer can helmets, but with ranch, cups of ranch, and they're just slurping, slurping the HV. Mm-hmm. Hidden Valley babies. Mm-hmm. Listen, here's the thing: you feeling dehydrated? We've got Hidden Valley Ranch infused with electrolytes for you. Mm-hmm. Fuel it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to be the new thing. Because you know what they're recommending that athletes have right after a tough workout? Chocolate milk.
With a Hidden Valley Ranch in it.
That's next.
Do they say have chocolate milk?
Chocolate milk. It's what a lot of coaches will recommend that their players have like right after. Yeah, I think it's the protein. I don't know. Protein, sugars. Someone help.
That to me feels like the kind of thing that one guy who really liked chocolate milk made up, and it just spread like wildfire because people like chocolate.
Big milk is out here.
BM.
It's the next. It's the next
BM.
Got Milk campaign. Chocolate milk after a workout,
which was everywhere.
Yeah.
And let's be real. Mad advertising came up with that. Yeah. Got milk.
But guess what we drank a ton of in the 80s and 90s?
Hidden Valley Ranch.
Yeah.
So the two don't correlate.
There's milk in Hidden Valley. So the Academy Awards happened last weekend.
Yeah.
And we did not discuss this because we did not record.
No,
we haven't recorded since.
We recorded before because that's showbiz.
And honestly, as I was looking at the list of movies for Best Picture, I've only seen 2 of them.
Yeah.
Top Gun, Maverick.
Yeah.
And
because you're a stupid American.
Yeah, I watched it last night.
Like me. Again?
Yeah.
Dude.
It's fantastic with the family. And then the newest Avatar.
I have not seen that. There was one other one in there that I have seen that I cannot.
Elvis.
Yeah, that's the one.
Still haven't seen it.
I didn't like it that much.
I know. And it was a big disappointment to Crindy. But anyway.
Well,
Here's
par for the course. Put it in my
Stop
put it on my
it.
tab. Put it on my disappointment tab with Crindy.
She's so proud of you, and Harry and Crindy are so proud of you. Stop.
Put it on my tab.
I'm not going to, Brandon. But anyway, this is what I found interesting. Honestly, I didn't watch the show.
Okay.
For the first time in 62 years, though, no red carpet.
I swear, I thought you were about to say, I haven't watched the show for the first time in 62 years, and then stop. I was going to be like, what is happening? They didn't have a red carpet?
No red carpet. You know what color it was? Champagne. I blame the Kardashians.
For everything. I blame the Kardashians. That's it.
They love their beige. They love a muted color palette.
Yeah, well.
And they probably requested it for their outfits. Were they even there? I don't know.
Why?
I didn't watch for the first time in 62 years.
I don't think they were there. You're drawing these parallels. And
They
honestly,
walk all kinds of red carpets.
they walk all kinds of carp. The Kardashians out here noodling in the Mississippi Mud River. Honestly, you got to be careful because the Kardashians have a stranglehold on the media.
Yeah.
And as prominent and very well respected podcasters, we can't be putting out disparaging comments
And
about.
I would never do that.
Okay. Hey, I'm going to go on record right now. I'm talking directly to you, Crisp Kardashian. That was Ashley. I think you're great. I don't think anything you've done has been amoral. I think that your whole enterprise has been built on honesty and it's not exploitative and it's wonderful. And you know, honestly, this is not, I'm not just paying lip service. I'm not carping. I'm not telling you things that you just need to hear, Miss Kardashian. Listen carefully as you noodle in the mud river for your carps. Ashley said it.
Don't forget to give us a rating and review, Chris.
Please tell us, Crisp. I listen to this podcast and it's absolutely fabulous. That's how she would type it. It would have 14 A's.
Someone please leave that as here's what we're going to do each week. We are going to request.
Have someone give a celebrity review.
Yes.
That would be awesome.
Please. Okay. Each week, guys, from here on out, new segment.
We need a review from Crisp Kardashian.
This week. So someone please, multiple someone's, please leave us a review as Crisp Kardashian.
Oh, please.
Please. Oh, this is a fun new game.
I agree.
Watch no one do it.
No one's going to do it. Nobody's even listening anymore.
That's a challenge. Do it.
Do it.
Okay. Let's get into really quickly before we get into what you've been watching, reading, or listening to. I want to give a quick update from our field producer in New Orleans. Last week we were musing about whether it was acceptable to say NOLA.
Oh, did he provide some feedback?
He said, to answer the question, so we were saying, is it okay to use this or is this like cringy? I'm not certain that I can speak for all natives, but generally we accept NOLA in written form. Sometimes it's in the names of businesses or reasonable shorthand when giving an address or even a place for the city as you used it. It's super chuggy to hear it, though.
Okay.
So I'll tell you what I'm
First
not going
off,
to do. Say it again.
The use of the word chuggy there, loved.
Our audience gets it.
Secondly, I would like to point out that as you led into that segment, you said an update from our field producer out in NOLA. I just want you to know.
I know.
That you forced him to hear it one final time. And hey, Jonathan, I'm sorry, man.
An update from our field producer in New Orleans, Louisiana.
See? Okay.
Is that better? Anyway, the more you know, guys, the more you know.
Yeah, the more
don't say it. You can write it, but don't say it.
The more you know, guys, don't say it.
How's your algorithm?
So I was going to send it to you, but I didn't.
Okay, because I had Corbin.
Because I was not in my right mind. I was in the midst of a fever dream. A fever and dream induced by the Expendables. I saw there were.
That's a dream you do not want to have.
Otters sneezing.
Oh,
was a thing that came up
that's
yesterday.
So cute.
It's not as cute as you think it is.
Oh,
because some of them were positioned directly in front of the otters, and it was
snot,
otter snort, all over the camera, and I didn't care for it. As always, dogs jumping into water.
Yeah,
pictures of dogs' faces as they dive into water.
The dog water
people
algorithm.
eating DWA is where I am. Spicy things still. There was something new that popped up that I have since forgotten, and I'm really bummed because when I saw it, I was like, that'll be good for the pod. And then I fell asleep for 12 hours.
It's okay.
So
you'll find your way back.
maybe.
Just the Brandon Birdwell story.
Yeah. That's about as accurate as it gets at
You'll
this
find
point.
your way back.
Dot. Maybe. Forward by no one. Because that's where we are, floating in an endless abyss, a sea of meaninglessness, nihilism everywhere you look.
Gosh,
Floating.
I'm not reading that book.
Floating in a Mississippi mud river without a paddle.
Title.
Pretty good.
There it is. Our work here is done. I still have otters in mine. They're baby otters that are adopted by cats.
Golly, what?
That's a new one. But also, I am in the charismatic Pentecostal holiness algorithm. I think it's because I work in a church and people send me a lot of these. It's a place to be. I'll tell you that much about it.
My favorite are the edits of like a Pentecostal like church dancing, like Holy Ghostin'.
Oh, yeah.
But with a rap song behind it.
Yes.
Because it somehow fits in the weirdest way ever.
Yeah, it's great. It's great. And listen, if you choose to worship that way, then hey.
If you get to Holy Ghostin', dude, when your ghost leaves your body and I start to smell the garlic, you turn it up.
It's a different kind of ghost. Anyway, so what I wanted to do by talking about algorithms is to introduce something that I, as our social media manager, I'm going to start doing on Fridays, guys. I know we refer to a lot of these things in this algorithm segment, and then we don't give you the names because we can't remember of like the accounts or whatever. So on Fridays, I plan to start sharing some of the things that are happening in algorithms, our algorithms and the listeners, to our stories in social media.
That's fun.
I know. So stay tuned for that, guys. If I say it out loud, it'll happen.
Yeah. That's how this works.
Because we've taken it to the top. That's more like it. Until it actually happens, we are an air horn on its last gasp.
And then it's just the end. It can't muster up anymore. It calls in quick. I'm going on break forever.
Oh my gosh. Okay, no Crindy reviews this week because she is compiling a big review of some stuff from spring break.
It's going to be a whole episode's worth.
Probably so. So what you been watching, reading, or listening to? Lots of things.
So many things. And I wish that I could list them all. I literally wish I made a list of every single one of them.
You should have. It's as if you didn't have a podcast segment to talk about them in.
I watched Kindergarten Cop.
Oh my gosh, you had an Arnold Fest.
I watched, the funny thing is, I watched so many Jason Sudeikis movies. I watched like Horrible Bosses. I watched Horrible Bosses 2. And then when I watched those, they were like, hey, this idiot must love Jason Sudeikis. And so they started feeding me Jason Sudeikis movies. I'm pretty sure I watched the man's whole catalog. Yeah. Kindergarten Cop, I watched The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent with Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, what'd you think of that?
That's amazing.
Jeff loved it.
Loved it. I watched Bullet Train with Bradley Part.
What'd you think?
Loved it.
So did Jeff.
I
haven't seen either one.
I watched so many movies. It was absurd. And
it's okay. That's what you do when you're sick.
Well, listen. It was quite the whirlwind of a week watching things. But that's what I'll say. I'll just leave it at what I was watching because I wasn't listening to anything.
Were you reading anything? Probably not through your blinding headache.
I was reading the back of pill bottles and I read a COVID test. It was positive.
I aced it.
Yeah, I aced it or failed. It just depends on how you look at it.
My gosh. Well, we've actually been, listen, I'm disappointed. I thought that was going to take longer.
Well, I was going to, no, the thing is I had a whole list, in my head.
Okay.
But my head
is addled.
has decided, that it doesn't want to. I was Ghostbusters.
Okay, which one?
Well, I saved it and watched it with Ben. It was the Afterlife when it was the new one.
Yeah,
because
it's
it's on
pretty good.
Stars. I wish that I would have written it down.
That's okay.
I didn't. I would.
I mean, you did all right. I just thought we would need more time.
It was longer than my normal.
It really was. Okay, I've got some stuff. So we finished season 1 of The Last of Us.
So I'm only 3 episodes in, so don't spoil it.
Oh, what did you think of that third one?
It was amazing. It was one of the best episodes of TV ever. So good.
Guys,
And
I can't stop thinking
I
about
have
it.
wanted to hate this show.
Yeah.
Just so we're all aware. I have come into it.
That's how he enters into most
Yep.
things,
Yeah, go ahead.
interactions.
Kind of how you meandered into that sentence. Most. Anyways.
That's right.
No, I have been fully prepared to Mississippi Mud River all over that show.
To lambast it.
To lampoon it. I've been ready to lampoon that show. That's the phrase, right?
Yes. Lampoope.
You work so hard making art, and then these critics come in and they lampoon it.
So, okay. So you're...
It's like that volcano, Poupée, that just drown all those people and Poupée.
So, okay. So, but you're surprised by it.
The show?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it's great.
Like in general or just episode 3?
So, well, episode 3 is far superior to any of the others.
I
But so
cannot-
far, so good. Here's my main problem with zombie shows in general.
Okay.
Is the deeper you get
Spoiler.
into, well, the deeper you get into zombie. Okay, here's the thing. If people didn't know that that's what this was already,
It's not like we told them they're mushroom zombies.
there's your spoiler. It's fine. She's a fun guy. Anyways, I don't like the longer a zombie anything goes. Zombie movies work because they're an hour and a half and done.
Agree.
A zombie series,
Right.
At some point, I'm like, I get it.
get
They're
it.
zombies.
Yeah. Walking Dead, I was in probably for like 3 seasons.
Well, that's because you're an idiot.
And then, no, but this one's different.
No.
And I will
No.
say, but episode 3, guys,
Unbelievable.
even if you don't watch the series,
As a
watch
standalone,
it stands
it was
alone.
amazing.
They don't even recap it in the recaps because that's how standalone
It was
it is.
really, really good.
It is a mini movie.
It's
a
amazing.
masterpiece.
A lot of times shows will do an episode that's completely separate of the main plot, but just way later in the series. It's like in Ted Lasso when they did the Coach Beard episode when he's off by
Yes.
himself. It's like they'll do a totally separate
Didn't
thing.
like that one.
I did because I like Beard. But
Eh.
this one came early in the series, like 3 episodes in.
That was
It's
really
good.
I'm glad you're enjoying it. Well, we finished
far.
that, and I'm not going to tell you about that, but I will say that Jeff and I had a moment toward the end, like 1 or 2 from the end of the series, that was pretty stressful, and we knew what was coming.
Zombies.
And it was like right before we fell asleep, and I looked at him and I said, "Do you just want to pause this one, leave this for tomorrow?" And he's like, "Yeah, I would like to sleep tonight." And so we just paused it.
This
and we
is
put on
why-
a palate cleanser of New Girl.
This is why, well, that's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
This is why I'm glad Ted Lasso's back because it's a
Yes.
nice palate cleanser.
It is. Well, New Girl is, FYI, guys, only on Netflix through April 9th. They're pulling an office on us.
Where are
They're
they taking
pulling
it?
a peacock.
Where are they taking it?
I don't know. To the I forgot what we were saying, and I just said, "Brr, brr, brr."
It doesn't matter what we're saying. At some point, the content is irrelevant, and it's all about the pomp and the circumstance.
Okay, we also finished 1923.
Don't care.
Okay.
Don't care. Care less. I care less every time you mention it.
It's so good.
That's a show
And they've
that I will
renewed it.
That's a show that I will continue to take up the Mississippi Mud River because I have zero interest in getting to know any of these backwoods hayseeds.
It's so good. Okay, here's another one. Are you familiar with Abbott Elementary?
No, but it's won some awards and such.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like it's very funny.
It's on HBO Max. I was directed to this, and the person said, "This is like The Office if it were set in an elementary school
Okay.
with a faculty." I didn't
No, I get what happens in an elementary school. No, I get it.
An inner city elementary school in Philadelphia. Listen, it's darling.
Okay.
It's
Everything
it's
I've heard
very
about it
sweet.
is that it's really funny.
And as a former educator, I appreciate many things about it. Okay.
Did you ever watch AP Bio?
No.
You would love AP Bio.
What network is that?
I think it was on Peacock.
The Tube?
It might be on the Tube, but it's really good. I would imagine significantly darker than what Abbott Elementary is.
Probably.
But it's
Abbott
really
Elementary is pretty...
Crindy loves AP Bio.
I knew that.
It's very funny.
Okay. Maybe
Big
we
fan.
need a Crindy reviews of that. Okay, really quickly. We saw in the theater Ant-Man and Wasp, Quantumania. It was actually good. I know.
I love Paul Rudd.
Same. And I kind of felt that way going in, but I was pleasantly surprised.
Okay, well, that's good.
Plus, just a day at the movies is a fun thing. Okay, we've started Mandalorian. Meh. Okay, here's what I want to say, though, to our listeners and to Brendan, our literary critic. I have started the book that he recommended for both of us, A Gentleman in Moscow by Immortals. It's really good so far.
I'm not going to read that.
Okay.
No, I'm just not
File that away.
No, I'm just not going to do it. Toss it in the river.
Wow,
Which
Brendan.
one? Which
You
river?
guess.
You be the judge.
Okay, what's your warm heart?
I feel like I had a lot of... What? Shut up. I feel like I had a lot of people check in on me this week when I was down and out with the Corbin, and it was very sweet to have people check up and offer to be helpful and all those good things. So that's mine.
Means a lot. That's why you build in that community pre-Corbin, so that when you get it...
I'm just making deposits. That's all I'm doing, so that whenever I get sick, you guys are going to be there for me. I could care less about our friendship. It's really...
In the day-to-day.
Which of you are going to care for me when I get COVID?
Because that's all I'm thinking about when I look at you.
Because if you're not here for that, you can kick rocks, baby. Anyway, what's yours?
Mine was the time away. And even though there was some kind of disappointment and some last minute shuffling with the trip, what we ended up getting to do was absolutely what we needed.
For sure. I'm going to change mine. Mine was your time away. Hey guys, thanks for listening to Cold Hands, Warm Hearts.
Wow.
I know. Stop it. Anyways, guys, whenever you're floating down that Mississippi mud river, I want you to remember, we really care a lot about you. Let us be your oars. Let us be your rudders. Let us help you. Anyway,
Let us
whatever.
take it to the tube.
Take it to the tube. All right. Bye.
Bye.